What's up, YouTube? I hope you're all having a great day today. Today, I'm going to be giving you guys another book review called Dragonheart by Cecilia Holland. Now, Dragonheart tells the story of a young girl named Tizara who is now on a search to get back to her family in a distant kingdom, but she is held captive on an island that is ruled by a sea dragon that has captured her after destroying the ship that came to get her when she was banished away from her home for corrupt reasons. And now her twin brother, or Gion, is on the look for her right there as well while she is trying to get back to her family. After reviewing this book, I would give it a solid 2 out of 5 stars. Now, let's explain why. First, we have the plot. Yes, as I stated before, Tizara trying to get back to her family. Now she's captured by the sea dragon. Sounds like a pretty good story right there, okay? However, things are only good for probably the first chapter or two where we first see the sea dragon, and then we see that he's holding her captive, but she reasons with him in exchange that she would tell him stories if he would not eat her, which he promptly agrees. She uses this to persuade the dragon into not eating her while she figures out a plan of escape, which she does. And there on out, the dragon's like, no more. So in a way, the whole title of this book, it really feels like a total scam all in all. Basically, the plot doesn't even revolve around the dragon at all. It revolves around more of Tizara's mother, Queen Marizonia. I don't know how to say her name, but we'll call her like the queen pretty much. And she's forced to marry one of the emperor's brother, which she promptly kills one of them earlier on, but he sends another one along the way, so that way the emperor can have rule of Castle Ocean also, which is the name of the place where they live, pretty much. Tizara and her family, that's where they live, Castle Ocean. So it's basically more of a corruption type of like gaining power story rather than focusing on the dragon as what we would have thought it would be. So this story basically felt like a total scam, and it was an upset to me. And when you scam readers, it pretty much just ticks them off so much to where they probably won't even fucking want to read more of your stories, because if you scam them once, what makes you think that you're not going to do it again? They're going to always have that question of, they scammed us in that story. They might most likely scam us in later stories. So I'm going to avoid this author right there. Next, we have the characters within here, which are Tizara, as I said, the main character, and then her twin brother, Gion, who's looking for her, and then the queen, and then she's also got sisters and brothers, basically other siblings, which they have some roles, but they're not too heavy in the book. And we have the emperor and his sons, and then there's other characters that are introduced, but they're more just in there to give the story more extension and not giving any developmental scenarios at all, which to me, it just made the story more useless and in more of a scam. It didn't bring in like any action. It didn't bring in more of the dragon like I was wanting to see. No, it just was a big political mess and a clusterfuck all together that I just did not enjoy one bit. It just didn't have any meaning. None of the characters had any meaning, is what I should say. They just were more there to give the story more text that it needed in order to where it could be sold. That's all. When you're gonna just add characters in there just to do that, give us more of the main characters who are written for the story and giving it a purpose and a plot that we want to see. That's all I'm asking for. Stop giving me these useless, crappy characters I don't give one fuck about. That's not what reading and writing's all about. It's to entertain, not bore them to death right there. Finally, it's the action scenes. Not very much of them. It's more of a suspense novel rather than a fantasy novel is what I was expecting. I didn't get much battle scenes. I didn't get like hardly any type of conflicts at all. And like I said, didn't get to see this dragon hardly at all. He just has like 2 chapters and that's it. He shows up at the beginning and then at the end, and it's almost like a snap of his fingers and it's all over. I'm done with seeing that type of stuff where we don't get to see a real battle scene. It's almost like he was just in there so that way it could be over real quick, because it's like Holland didn't have any idea of how to make a proper ending for this story. And when she didn't have that proper idea of how to end the story, she just decided to throw the dragon right back in there at the last minute. So then, bam, it's over, done. That's all she had to say. Useless. I just wanted to throw this book in the fire afterwards, that I just wasted my time reading this thing, hoping it was going to get better, but it didn't. Complete waste. And I was not at all impressed with what it had to offer. So, if you guys ever want to read more books, avoid this one. It's useless. It should not exist for how bad it was written. And that, my friends, is all I have to say. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like it, hit that like button and be sure to subscribe. I post videos every Friday and I post more throughout the week. I try to post as many as I can, but I don't want to overdo myself. Once again, guys, thanks for watching and take care.